Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for whoever's coming back. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm just going to take you along on my Bible read and my devotions and just share with people positivity and what I'm learning, what I'm taking from it. And we can just go on this journey of hopefully diving in the Bible and learning and taking away and just getting better each day and growing closer to God and learning how to be a better child of God. So today we're going to be in 1 Kings 21. You can stop and read it if you need to, but it's about Naboth. I'm bad with these Bible names. But Naboth had this really good vineyard, and the king at the time, because in 1 Kings it just goes through good kings and bad kings, different kings that don't follow God and what he has planned, and then those who do. And Ahab, who was the king at the time, he wanted Naboth's vineyard because it was a really good vineyard, and Naboth wouldn't give it to him because the Lord has said, "This is for me, and that this is for me, which my ancestor has given to me, and I should give to my descendants." Lord does not want me to just give it out. And then Ahab was very upset with it, but he just went about his way and went back to his kingdom. And he told his wife Jezebel, and Jezebel would say, "Okay, I'll handle it. We'll invite him over for dinner, eat with him, and then we'll accuse him of cursing out God, and then we'll take him away and we'll stone him to death." Well, that ultimately ended up happening. They invited him, they took him, they accused him of something of which he has not done, and they ended up stoning him to death. So his wife Jezebel told him, "Okay, he's dead. Naboth is dead. Now go and get his vineyard." Well, while Elijah, who was the prophet at the time, and the prophet's the one that's really is the one that kind of goes through God. He delivers God's messages because the prophet's the one that delivers God's messages and tells the people what God has told him, what God wants to be done. So now Elijah's just telling them, because the Lord has spoke to him, that Ahab will be at Naboth's vineyard. So telling him that what you have done, you have accused him of it. So now I will destroy every one of your male descendants, and I'll bring disasters on you, and it will consume you. I'm going to destroy your family, and the dog will eat Jezebel's blood. The dogs will eat Jezebel's body, and the plot in the land of Jezreel. So the Lord has told Elijah that we are going to, since you have done evil in the Lord's eye, the Lord is going to destroy you and his family. Well, Ahab, he took off his clothes, which is a symbol as a big sign of mourning and humbling yourself for what you have done. So the Lord then told Elijah, "I will take that, since you have humbled yourself, I will not do what I promised during his lifetime. It will now happen to his sons. I will destroy his dynasty." So that is all what happened in 1 Kings 21. And I think the message that I get from this is, who do you surround yourself with? Who are you confiding in? Who are you telling yourself this? Because Ahab was upset about it, but was just going to go about his business, and he came home and just told his wife, and his wife is the one that gave him this bad advice of lying to him. Let's invite him over, accuse him of cursing out God, and then we'll stone him to death. But he also went along with it, which is his responsibility. But who are we surrounding ourselves with? Who are we confiding in and telling people, and who are we getting advice from? Are they really for God? Are they for us? Are they for themselves? Who are we sticking around us that's following the Lord? And especially as college kids, we're just trying to be around people that we believe are cool, are good for us, are going to make us more popular, get us more followers. But are they really leading that on the good track in our lifetime of what we really want to follow, because we want to follow God? So are the people around us really following God, or are they following other sins of the world? And I think that's a really big thing for us as college kids, but anybody really, but especially as college kids, because we're just trying to figure so much of our life out. And even if, because sometimes it can be hard to find people like that, and sometimes you have to go on a journey that's kind of more by yourself and alone. But you'd want to rather be by yourself and learn how to be by yourself, because that way you're going to attract people that really can make your life better in the long run. Instead of just having the pleasure of today, you can hold off on it and have pleasures that can last you a lifetime. So get those friendships and that was especially hard for me my first year at my university. I really felt kind of alone because I was by myself Friday nights and Saturdays, and because there was nobody really, because you have to work your way up like that, because it's like I was part of the church, but it's not like I'm part of this group. I was in a Bible study and I'm going to church, but it's not like I'm in this group of people of Friday night we're going to bowling and we're gonna do this I didn't have that group around me. And now this coming up year, I've finally gotten to know people and worked up my relationship to make sure those are people I really want to be around, because you can act one way on Instagram and post devotions, but what are you doing Friday nights and Saturdays that I can say I really want to be a part of? And I think that was a challenging thing for me. Just because you're posting devotions, what are you doing on the weekends, on days that I can actually be doing and we can do together that I believe are good, and I can follow that, and those are people I want to be around. But it's much better to be alone and then have those good friendships in the coming up year than have it right now and then you're in a mess, because anything that's not good in following God, it can lead to disaster from the drama. There's so much drama when everything's about likes and boys and all this stuff instead of about God. When it's all about God and the friendship and God's up in there, it's a steady thing y'all have going within that friendship. And when you don't have God in it, it's constantly something's going on. There's drama here, but we're gonna hang out so we can post the picture together and all be cool. So I would say make sure you're surrounding yourself by people that are going to be giving y'all really good advice on how to do life together, because that will last you years and help you even get closer to everlasting life, which is forever. And then I also take, he already did one sin of killing somebody, and now he's still going to go get it's like a sin after sin. Just because you do one thing wrong doesn't mean you have to keep on that track. You can you can make things right. You can turn things around. There is a way to make things right, but you just have to own up and do what you got to do to make things right. Just because you do one thing doesn't mean you have to do another. Jameson, what do you need to tell them? Like, comment, and subscribe?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
So just make sure that just because you do something wrong, you can turn things around. It's very possible just to turn things around and make things right. So this is my devotion I took from today of my Bible read. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope this helped. Thank you.